guys, it's Nikki with Simply Home by Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on an embellishment box for a Facebook swap. The theme is yellow. Going through my things, I didn't have a ton of yellow. And I've been wanting to use some of the Maggie Holmes paper that I picked up in the Joann's clearance. Gosh, probably over a month ago now. I was able to pick up a bunch of Maggie Holmes paper for 10 cents each. So the paper that I decided to use was from the Heritage Collection. It is yellow, but it's more of a goldeny yellow. I don't think I have a couple of the pieces here. So this was the floral that I decided to use. Even though it doesn't have a ton of yellow in it, it's got more of a peachy kind of accent in it. But this is the yellow that I wanted to play off of. So it's kind of a deeper mustard yellow, more definitely a darker color. But that's what I decided I wanted to use. And I thought with this, I could also pull in the gold accents, which I definitely did do. So let me start by showing you the outside of my box. I'm just using one of the Jot boxes from Dollar Tree. And I just decided to put a strip of the floral paper across the top. And then I ended up making these gorgeous 3D paper flowers using patterns from my Cricut. I don't have a die cut machine or like a Big Shot to cut out the floral shapes with, but I was able to find them in the Cricut Access store. I think even the majority of these were free. I know for sure this one was free, and I think this little pattern was free also. This one might have been 99 cents. So anyway, I printed them off of my Cricut. I twisted them up. I also printed off a floral pattern. And this is one of the backs of, this is actually a One Canoe 2 willow collection, I want to say. So it's a green, a darker green. And if you can see, it's got some very subtle stripes in it. So I decided to use that for the leaves. And I thought it pulled out the dark green in this Maggie Holmes paper. So I just layered a bunch of those up on the front, made them three-dimensional by kind of turning up the leaves like this. I curled these leaves down a little bit, but I absolutely love how the front turned out, and you can just see how dimensional that is. So that is the front, and I thought we could fill it up together. Since I don't do a ton of crafting online, I'm getting more and more comfortable with it, but I thought I would finish up a couple of things that I'm working on to put inside while I was filming. So the first thing I wanted to put in was a sequin mix. For this, I added gold, silver, and yellows. The yellows are iridescent, so they kind of pick up a pink shimmer to them. So when I created the topper for this bag, I added one of the pink flowers and the gold sequins from the Maggie Holmes collection. I think it's from her Flourish collection. It just looks like this. It comes with the leaves and it comes with the flowers. So I put one of those on top of just a little tulle bow that I made. And I thought that would pull in the iridescent pink color, as well as the tulle bow would bring in the yellows. So I added some seed beads in here, and if you can see, there are also some tiny yellow stars in there. So that is the sequin mix. I'm gonna put that right in here, and then I have these little gold spoons that I usually send along. I have some wooden ones also, but gold I think looked much better with this collection. These I found in the party section at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just gonna stick that back there and put that in. Picked up these gold bows in a haul recently with this project in mind. So I'm just gonna put those 3 in there. I also just picked up from Dollar Tree some jemmies in a yellowish gold color. So it came in a really large sheet like this. And I just cut out 3 equal sizes that I can stack together. And I'm just gonna put those in there. I also have a acetate kind of flower, oops. It's kind of made out of big sequins, it looks like. It's from the Maggie Holmes collection, but I thought the yellow center would be perfect. So I'm going to add that. On a piece of cut apart from, I also think it's from the Flourish collection. I might be wrong, it might be Sunny Days. I have this piece of paper that I just wrapped around some white trim and then some yellow and white baker's twine. So I thought that looked really, really pretty on there. So I'm going to insert that in the top up there. I also have been working on some charms, and this is a yellow one that I had made, I think last week when I was just playing around with the beads. So it's just got some swirl beads, some textured kind of bumpy, sparkly ones. Got a little yellow rose on there and then a little yellow pom-pom. There's also some wood beads, so lots of different textures on there. So I thought I would send that along. And I think that'll fit nicely in there. The last couple spots. So I have these yellow paper clips, and I have no idea where I got these from. I want to say it was a clearance haul either at Tuesday Morning or at Hobby Lobby, but they're perfect. They're yellow and gold, so they pull the two colors together, and I just pulled 3 of them from my stash, and I think I'll put those down here. So that's what it looks like so far. The bottom, by the way, is crinkle paper. I had picked it up at, I think it's from Dollar Tree. So it looks like this. It comes with the craft paper and the white together. This is all that I had, so I just pulled out the white shred and just used that. Was not difficult to do. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute so we can put together the remaining 2 pieces that we're going to put inside. So I created some of these Tulle bows, and basically super simple. I took a large piece of tulle like this, and I cut maybe 2 to 3 inches off of it. I took it and I folded it in half, folded it in half again, and then I just gathered the middle. So it is that simple. Once the middle was gathered, I just took gold thread and I wrapped it around and tied it off to create this bow. So you can see that I used the gold thread in the middle and the yellowish tulle. This tulle has a little bit of shimmer to it. I really am happy with that purchase. It is from Joann's, and I just hauled it yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Their tulle was buy 2 rolls, get the 3rd free, but they were $4.99, which I thought was kind of expensive. So I'd like to pick up some more of this shimmer tulle, but I'll definitely wait till it goes on sale. So I wanted to add the little pink floral detail that I did on the other one, just because there's different colors in here. So I definitely have yellows and golds, but then there's also some pinks from the collection and some greens. So I thought it would be a cute way to tie it all together. So I'm just gonna take the paper flowers and I'm cutting right up to the bottom. So I'll cut all of that wire off. So I have 3 of them here. I'm gonna use 2 to 3 of these leaves for each one. And all I'm gonna do to create these is I'm just gonna put a dot of hot glue in the middle. I'm gonna position my leaves on there. Okay, so I just went with that look. I'm gonna put another dot of glue in the middle, kind of a bigger dot this time. And I'm just gonna position that pink flower right in the middle. I'll go ahead and get rid of my spiders. And that is what it looks like. Okay, so we're gonna make just a couple more of these. I'm gonna start with the next one. I think I'm gonna do 3 leaves on this, just to make it a little bit different. I tied the thread off right there. I think you can see it. So that's where I'm putting my glue, right there to cover that up. And since I'm going to use 3 leaves, I'm just going to go a little bit wider with my glue. Okay, make sure that those are stuck nice. Again, I'm going to go with a bigger dot in the middle. And I'm just going to glue the pink flower in the center. They turn out so cute. I think that they'll make a great top for a bag, like I used it on the sequins bag, or just in addition to a pocket letter. So many possibilities. So that is what the second one looks like. And we'll quickly do the third. I'll do 2 leaves on this one, so I just need to pull out 1 more. Again, I'm just gonna start with a small dot in the middle. You can kind of position those how you want. And the flower. Okay. Set my glue gun aside. So this is how those turned out. They're so simple, yet they make such a large impact. Okay, so that's what those look like. The last thing I'm gonna do is I just went through my collection of buttons, and I have quite a few vintage buttons that are from my grandma. She gave me a huge mason jar full of buttons. You know how they used to collect them. So I went through those, and I went through my new buttons that I have that I bought when I was into scrapbooking. And I just took as many as I could find that they were in a shade of yellow or kind of a gold color. So you'll see that these are a much deeper shade of yellow, but I thought using all the different shades would tie in the mustards, the golds, and the yellows together. So this is what I'll be giving. So it's just all different shades. And I thought a cute way to give these would be just a glassine bag. I'm just going to put those in there. And I think I'll even leave the top open. This was gifted to me, and it is just adorable. It's got that scalloped edge on it with the faux stitching across it. So let's add these final 2 elements. I think maybe I'll just fold that down so it stays in there. Put it like that. We'll put our bows here. Actually, I think maybe I'll switch around these 2. Those will fit better in there, and then I'll have a little bit more room here for the bows, just because they're so dimensional. And there we go, guys. What do you think? Do you think she'll be happy with it? I love all the different shades of yellow. I love that I was that I was able to incorporate some gold into it as well. So this is the finished product. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.